Klippet presenteras av Kalix Maskiner, Centus biluthyrning, Lindroths webbutik och Norrvakt.
Ja, välkommen till Vårat Gäng, en podd av och med Luleå Hockey. Idag har vi med oss Nadia Mattivi. Välkommen hit.
Tack.
I'll start with Swedish. That's pretty evil of me, but I guess you understand the welcome part.
Yeah, it was pretty easy to understand.
You've been in Luleå for a couple of weeks now. What have been your first impressions?
Yeah, no, I like it. It's a cozy city. The weather is not so bad yet. I like the long days, the fact that the sun doesn't go down for a while. I come from a very fresh temperature, I would say. I come from the mountains, so it's very similar. I don't really like the heat, even though I'm Italian, so I've been enjoying it, and the city center is also very cozy, nice. A couple of restaurants, a couple of stores, and the fact that it's on the water is also really nice, yeah.
But you could have used some little bit more warmth the first week when you were out doing the boating and doing the stuff with the team. How was that? Yeah,
no, that was definitely a tough start. I was like, I hope the weather is not like this every day for the next couple of weeks. But I think it was good, getting through it together as a team. I barely knew the girls' names, and it was a good team bonding experience for sure, getting through it together, the cold weather, swimming in the river. I liked it. I've done a lot of team bonding activities, and I would say it's in the top 3, yeah, even though it was tough, yeah.
But the tougher it is, the better it is afterwards.
Absolutely, yeah, I agree.
So you've had a chance to play the first game with the team. You played Modo away. How was that?
It was good. I think considering it was the first game, we played pretty well. Obviously, there's a lot of margin for improvement for both myself and the team, but there were good vibes on the bench, in the locker room, and the level was high on the ice as well. We got a couple of hits. They got a couple of hits, and obviously a good win. So, good way to start, and can't wait to play more games.
So what do you want to see more of yourself for the upcoming weeks before the real season starts?
Yeah, definitely taking more initiative, skating the puck a little more, shooting a little more. But I'm trying not to be too hard on myself, It's the first game overall in the summer, so after the summer. So, just trying to get back into it, get to know the girls, get to know how to play the systems and all of that. I'm chilling. I think we'll be fine. Yeah.
And you made up a defensive pairing with Erika Reeder. How was it playing with her?
Yeah, no, it was good. She's a strong defenseman. I think we complement each other pretty well. I take some risks in the O-zone and stuff, and she's always there to back me up. So it's been good, and it was our first game back, so it was nice to experience that with her. Let's see where we'll go together. But it was pretty good. Yeah, good vibes.
And you're both big players. That should be pretty tough for the opponents to play against.
I hope so. I hope the opponent thinks we're intimidating. But no, it's always good to have big defenders. We can use our bodies, especially now that we can hit, getting pins in the D zone and helping each other. With our body sizes. I think it's good.
And what kind of player do you want to be?
Do I want to be, or what kind of player I am?
I'm guessing it's the same.
Yeah, I think I'm very patient, and I would consider myself a player with poise. I tend not to freak out whenever I'm in high risk situations. I guess I try to stay calm, and I'm also I would say a very creative defender, or I try to be. I like to think that I know when to make the simple passes, but I also like to be a little maybe fancier, a little more creative, have fun with the puck, finding people, making some moves. Yeah, and also physical. I think the hits are good for the women's game and for myself as well. I think they speed up the game, and you can kind of play with the mental side of it against the opponent with them too. So I'm excited. I'm excited for that too as well.
If we go back to the beginning, where are you from and how did you start playing hockey?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Italy. I was born and raised there, and Italy is probably not known for hockey, ice hockey. It's probably known for soccer. But I was lucky enough to live near a rink. So in my hometown, you either speed skated or played hockey or played soccer. And my brother played hockey, and he's young. He's older than me, 5 years older. So I'd always go watch his games, and typical hockey story, and I fell in love with the game too, and I started playing. And I was the only girl playing hockey in my club for the longest time. We only have 500 players, female players in Italy that play hockey to this date. So as you can imagine, it's not that common. And then, I played boys hockey my whole life. And I started playing with the women's team as well when I was 13 in the EWHL with Bolzano. And then I moved to Sweden, actually, and played for Linköping for a season when I was 16. And then went back, played U19 boys, and then head over to America.
So did you do other sports growing up?
No, just, played a little soccer in between breaks at school. But I've only been focused on hockey my whole life. And, hiking. I like to hike in the mountains. So it's very nice where I'm from, with the Dolomites. So, but other than that, no, just hockey.
And when you were growing up as the only girl on the team, were you hoping to play with other girls, or were you happy with the situation that you had? Yeah,
no, I guess I didn't know any different, so I was happy with it. Like, I was always hanging out with the boys at school too, playing sports and stuff. So I was comfortable, and they treated me well. We respected each other. So I obviously liked playing on the women's side as well, especially when I was very young, like playing with 30, 35-year-olds when you're 13. Like, I think it helps you mature as well, too, on the ice and off the ice. So, but I really like playing boys hockey. The competitiveness, the speed, the culture around it. I don't think I would change it.
And how was it making the move to Linköping at only 16 years old? That must have been an experience in itself, not counting hockey, everything else.
Yeah, absolutely. So in Italy, you have 5 years of high school, and on the fourth year, you can go wherever you want abroad. So I remember I started talking to Linköping, and I told my mom, I was like, Mom, like, I think, I want to go to Sweden and play hockey there. And she was like, no, like, you're a little too young, like, just, you can go after you graduate, you can go for university. But then slowly she kind of warmed up to it, and she was so happy to, send me up here, and it was a great experience overall. Obviously living by yourself, cooking for yourself, and just like playing in the SDHL when you're 16, it's obviously a great experience. But I was very lucky, I would say, and also learn English a little bit more. So overall, it was a great experience, and I'm so happy I did it.
And what do you remember from the SDHL time in that season?
In that season, I remember playing Luleå in the final and losing. That's what I remember. No, it was good. I played alongside really good players that had so much experience. So trying to learn as much as possible from them, learning what they did off the ice. And kind of just opened my eyes as well. There are more women out there that are really good at playing hockey, and I guess you can have a future in hockey as well. So, it was great.
But you still moved back to Italy?
Yeah, I moved back to Italy because I wanted to get my diploma. So I played U19 boys, and actually, when I was growing up, I was 14 and there was a rule in place that girls couldn't play with boys anymore after they turned 14. And I was like, I don't want this. I want to keep playing with the boys. So I asked the federation if they could change the rules, and they did. And then I turned 16, and the rule was, you can't play with boys after 16. So I asked again to change the rule. So I played U16, and then I moved to Sweden. And then when I came back, I was like, I could play with the girls, but I think I can play with the U19 boys as well. So I asked again, and they changed the rule, and now you can be any age and you can play in the U19 league, which is good. I think that's how it should be. Obviously, boys are physiologically stronger and stuff. So I have a couple of teammates, even from Team Italy, that are 25, 26 and play in that league, and I think it's good. So yeah, went back, got my diploma, and went over to Boston afterwards. Yeah.
And going to Boston, that's also a big step to move across the Atlantic. What did you expect, and how was it?
Yeah, I had no expectations, actually. I was so lost even in the process. I was talking to some schools when I was in Linköping, and I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't know it was that big over there. I didn't know how scholarships worked. I was just like, I'll just go, I guess. And I went for my official visit, and I visited BU and Boston University and then other schools. And yeah, just fell in love with the city, with the program. BU is known to be a hockey school. But it was important for me also to go somewhere that was academically good. And I wanted to get my degree and play hockey at the same time. And I just found the perfect place, perfect people. So just went there, no expectations, just started playing, and it was great. It was a great experience. I learned so much, and I ended up staying there 5 years. So yeah, I would consider Boston my second home for sure.
And how about the culture change moving from Europe to North America?
Yeah, definitely big shock food-wise, but...
In what way?
In what way? Well, the first couple of years we didn't have a kitchen. So in the first few years I had to eat in the dining hall. And back home we use olive oil and everything, and they would just cook with different oils or a bunch of butter, and it made a difference to me, the taste of it and the overcooked pasta and,
The classics.
The classics, yeah. I don't want to sound too Italian, but it was definitely a little shock. But then I got used to kind of lower my culinary standards a little bit. I guess it kind of taught me to adapt and be happy with what I have. It was good. And obviously, America is very different from European countries. I could talk for hours about the differences, but it has given me a different perspective on how they approach life there and what they consider important and what not. I think what shocked me the most from my personal experience was how big sports are there. In Italy, and I assume in Sweden too, it would be really hard to go to university and play hockey at that level. But there, everything revolved around hockey, if you have practice, it's fine. If you have a game, it's fine for you to miss school. Professors were understanding and accommodating you. So, and also this the culture that they have around college sports too, there were 500-600 athletes at my university, and it's just like a big family, it was so cool. You would go and watch the basketball game and then the softball game and the hockey game, and you just create a family outside of your whole your little team and bubble, So it was good. It was a good experience, yeah.
And what did you study there?
I studied finance, business and finance, and then COVID happened, so I didn't really play my second season. We only played 12 games, so the NCAA decided to give athletes an extra year. So I got my master's last year in international financial management.
Is that something you would consider for the future?
Yeah, I would say so. I like math, I like numbers, I like the behavioral side of investments and how people deal with their money. I kind of started learning it selfish reasons, just like learning for myself. And I found a very interesting discipline. But I think it would be cool to help other people deal with it as well. I think it brings a lot of stress to many people, and they don't know what to do. And I think it would be a cool job and giving back to the community and stuff. And especially in Italy, it's not the most financially literate country, so I think there could be a lot of opportunities there too. So yeah, it would be cool. But I'll think about playing hockey for now, and then we'll see.
And going back to hockey, your last 2 seasons with Boston, you were the team captain, the first European to be captain of that program. That must have been quite an honor.
Yeah, it was such a huge honor. There is a wall in the rink at BU with all the previous captains, and there are big names, Marie-Philippe Poulin, Jennifer Wakefield, and so on. So seeing my face there with those kind of athletes, it made me proud of myself for sure. And yeah, it was good. I was lucky. I'm very grateful that they gave me that shot, and I tried my best at it. But it was a good experience. I learned a lot for sure.
And now it's time for a new chapter for you, being back in the SDHL. I'm guessing you're expecting a bigger role now than what you had at 16. What do you expect from the SDHL, and how much do you think it has developed over the years?
Yeah, I think I've been watching a couple of games, and obviously my perspective on it now is a bit different from when I was 16. I would like to think that I can dominate more on the ice more than when I was 16, and have a bigger impact, as you said. But I think the league has gotten much better. You have lots of players from all over the world that are making it even better, and even with the new league in North America going on with the PWHL, I think there will be an inflow of other players in the SDHL that would raise the level up even more, in the second half of the season. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited to play and play with professional players and kind of live the professional life. It's definitely different from college. You're kind of on your own, and you either take care of yourself and you do the right things, or you just fall behind. And I love that, being in a professional environment like this. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited about the hitting part of the game as well. I think it was way overdue, and I hope all the other leagues in the world will implement it as well, because why not?
And what do you think about the attitude towards practice that the girls on our team have?
I was very impressed. Definitely, the training is hard here, which is good. It's the right moment for it to be hard, and I always tell myself, be super competitive and on the ice, be physical, make each other better, because that's the only way that you can achieve success. But yeah, every girl is trying their best, I think, on the ice and off the ice. And yeah, again, it's very refreshing. It's very nice to be part of a culture that thinks that way and acts also like that. And also with the leaders that this team has, I think they've been doing a great job to kind of make the rookies understand that right away. So it's been good. I'm very excited for the remaining of the season.
And there are quite a few players that you probably met on the ice for Team Italy when they've been playing for Team Finland or Team Sweden. How is it playing on the same team as them? Yeah,
it's nice, having them on my side. We definitely have some players with very high IQs, and I love it. I love playing with smart players, and having them on my side is good. So I'm very excited.
We've talked a little bit about the food, but I want to talk more about food because I like food. And the Swedish, the food so far, have you tried anything special or anything you won't try? Or
you know what I'll say, things that I won't try will be pasta with ketchup. That just goes against every single inch of my Italian genes. Like, I will never try it. I remember I was in Linköping and I was in the dining hall of the school, and they had these huge containers of ketchup, and I was like, I don't know, I guess there were fries on the menu. And then I see the kids getting pasta and just like pumping ketchup on the pasta, and I was like, pfft. And then I came back and I actually forgot about it. And I saw some of the girls eating it, and I was like, mm-mm. So I will not try that, and I won't complain if they eat it, you know, cultural differences. What I've tried, I really like the cranberry sauce that you guys have here.
The lingon?
Yeah, the little jam that you put like on potatoes or meat.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that. And the cabbage I like too that you guys have here. I think it's pretty much, and the bread is also good. But I haven't really tried any typical Swedish foods yet. I want to try the fermented fish. We had this conversation. It's not on my list. No.
I will see what happens there.
We'll
see what happens.
Yeah.
No. I think we'll give you the option to try it if you dare.
If I dare, if I'll be brave enough.
Yeah, but I think this has been a good opportunity to get to know you a little bit better, a first chance, and hopefully we'll see a lot more of you during the season, and we can go further into these different topics. So thanks for stopping by.
Definitely. Thanks for having me. Thank you so much.